Hey, this is Full Game Prometheus giving you another Weekend League qualifier gameplay. Once again, rolling with the New Orleans Saints playbook. This is my opponent's squad. He actually had really good players, 97, 96, 97, and I believe actually he pauses the game where I can actually take a look at his roster. So I want to show you that I'm not playing against guys with really bad teams. You can see right here, this guy's got 97, 93, 94. So this team's got to be rated maybe a 93 overall, 92, somewhere in that range. I'm still rolling with my 90 overall team. So I actually got the ball on the kickoff. I always like getting the ball in the second half, but it's just the way this game's set up. And I come out of the, once again, I really wanted to try to focus on using this particular blitz right here, which was that safety cover 3 blitz, and I like it because I can actually change up my coverages and make things a little bit more unique. He comes out and actually uses one of those fake pick toss bubble screens, and then actually hits me with a nice little running play. So I'm starting to think, okay, this guy's got not only does he have pretty good team, but he's also got an idea what he's doing with his offense. So right here, I actually did not set this defense up correctly, but my safety came down a bit, forced him to the outside. But this Jerome Bettis card that he's got is actually a fairly good card. So right here I've got the defense set up. I think I went with hard flats because he tried to hit me with the screen. I got a nice block shed right here and a 3rd and 4 to get him in a 3rd and 6 situation. So once again, I actually jumped into a different play. I went into the 43 wide and tried in with some pressure, but he actually picks it up, and I'm able to go ahead and get him down in a 4th and 2 situation. And I believe he no huddles me. And what's cool about having actually, he didn't know huddle me. He actually tries running the ball right here, and right there, actually, I went ahead and got him for a loss right there. I get a turnover on downs. And one of the reasons he had to cut that back in is because I went ahead and manned up the outside receivers, and that was the reason why I got the penetration with the defense. So this guy's defense was very good. His team was fairly stacked, and it attacked the run very well. I had a hard time running the ball against him. There's a couple of runs that I actually got some positive yardage, but for the most part, this guy really forced me to pass the ball. So right here, this defender actually falls back into coverage and takes away one of my money routes in this particular formation. So 3rd and 15 situation, come out of the corner strike, out of a shotgun formation, and I look for the over the middle route right here, and actually do a nice little possession catch with Jackson. Jackson is just one of the more inconsistent wide receivers that I have. He's very hit or miss. Sometimes he catches it, sometimes he doesn't. So little inside zone, got some fairly good blocking right there. It seems like I could always run off. I couldn't run off to the left, but off to the right I got a couple good runs. Go ahead and jump into a play right here. You do the power row. He's got his defensive line scrunched up, and you can see this guy's they just really attacked the run. I could not get anything off. So 3rd and 1 situation, I come into one of my good plays. I really love this play a lot. I can't think of it off the top of my head, and I look off to the right with Cooks. So I always try to look for that as my first read. And I wasn't really setting up my audibles correctly, but the defender actually played off. It looked like it was a cover 2. It made a misread right there. So come back to this play again because I want to look in the play art, and he actually was playing a cover 3 shell. So I actually went ahead. The defender didn't fall into it. I go ahead and pop him for that money route with Cooks. He's able to go and pick up a 1st down. So 1st and 10 on the 49. It was his secondary was playing very aggressive, and I was going to see if I could pop him over the top, but you could see those safeties were following. So I went ahead, took the drag across the middle, and his corner just came up and picked off the ball. So just a bad read for me. I should have got rid of the ball. You know, I'm notorious for just throwing into coverage, and that's just one of my bads right there. So go back to the hard coverage right here because I was expecting him to do this type of a play, and sure enough, he goes ahead and hits it again, and my defender's out there to go ahead and get him for no gain. So 2nd and 10 situation. Staying once again. I went up with cloud coverage. He goes with a screen, and I got a defender out there to go ahead and clean him up. So I think I got him in a 3rd and 9 situation right here, and I go ahead and dial up the crossfire blitz out of the dollar formation and try to cover up his crossing receivers, and sure enough, he has no answer for the heat, and he punts the ball away. You know, one of those rare occasions, but in this type of situation, you got to do that. So I try to no huddle him down the field, and I'm going to go ahead and use trips formation, basically levels. Got a really good running back with good with good catching ability with Tomlinson, so I go ahead and hit him in the flat. I'll take my 8 yards, and especially getting a stop of time with the sideline. So come back to this other route, which has got a little whip route. He does not cover him up correctly. It's trying to get the out of bounds. So I went back to an inside zone because the box is a little bit light. And I almost give up a ball right there, but my offensive lineman actually comes up with it. So back to levels again. Defenders are out on the flat, but I've got the crossing route over the middle, and look at this. I got some pretty good blocking. I'm able to go ahead and get it past the 50 down to the 47-yard line. Once again, hurry up. I go into verticals, and I'm looking for the over the middle right there, but Jackson just is not a big body. I don't know what. I got to take him out of my roster because he's just really not good when I'm playing these weekend league games. So this is another play out of that split Y flex formation, and it's basically a makeshift levels concept. So I went back to that again. Now he's showing off coverage. You go into play action read with the anticipation I might be able to go ahead and hit Irvin over the middle, and I'm waiting for the play to develop, and I throw the ball a little bit high, and the defensive back almost came up with it, so I got lucky with it. So 4th and 5 situation, I figured I'd just go for it. I'm down here. It's not going to be much of a huge difference right here, and I dial up a play I typically never use, which has got that halfback angle route underneath. So Tomlinson has got, this 92 overall Tomlinson is really good. So I dial up another play that I haven't used against them, and I've kind of taken out of my scheme. A little crossing route. He's reading it correctly, but that backside receiver, he can't cover that either because he was staying in front of that one crossing route. So go back, no huddle. It's down to about 19 seconds here. I don't see anything wide open. Actually, I missed a read. I probably could have hit that deep in or that deep out route. I totally missed it. But I come back to one of my money routes that I picked up, basically looking for the inside, the crossing route right there, and you can see right here, Jackson's able to go ahead and catch the ball and stay in bounds, and I'm able to go ahead and go up by a touchdown going into the second half, and actually getting actually going on the defense. So this is a good situation. So actually, no, I'm actually on defense. So basically right here, he's still bottling up the run. The inside zone I actually could not get. I actually realized that I never set up my audibles correctly with my team, so I go into the skinny post, and this time I actually decided to go ahead and put my tight end into a flat route, and he wasn't defending it. He had a guy user it over there, and I just go ahead and hit the flat and take the easy yards. So 3rd and 5 situation. Back to the sail concept, and I'm actually going to go ahead and hit him. I'm off the left-hand side. I drag up Ingram, and the man coverage, I think he was in a match defense, and his man actually makes a good play on the ball. That should have been let out. It should have been a first down, but I chose to go and punt the ball off. The guy's been struggling against my defense, and right here I start really questioning this guy's ability because most smart players are not going to take a big loss on a return like that. So I start dialing up the pressure against him. And right there, he throws over the middle with a little drag route. He comes out of another play right here. I'm going to cover 2 with some hot pressure. We're going right up the middle. This is a very effective blitz, especially if you don't have the coverage set up. And Whitehead's able to go ahead and get him down on the 1-yard line. And we get a safety right there. So once again, I'm going to go ahead and dial up the pressure. I'm going to use. He comes in a empty set, and I've got this guy's lunch right here. I'm not really worried about it. I actually double blitz both of my guys with the hope he's not going to be able to get the pressure off the left-hand side. And I use her over to the right. He throws, and I get another huge play by this Bailey card. Of the 3 games I've played with Bailey since I upgraded him to a 94, he's made a lot of stops for me. So don't get my defense set up correctly. I've got basically my safeties coming down in a blitz formation. I don't necessarily like that. So once again, staying with this cover 3, I actually got a hard flat out there. He gets picked up, but I'm able to go and stop him. But he breaks a tackle with that Bettis card. The Bettis card is really, really good. He gets a nice little first down. So right here, once again, staying with the hard flats. I'm going to go ahead and force this guy to take away his reads underneath. I've got the hook zones with the safeties. He does a little motion off the left-hand side, probably trying to change up his coverages a little bit. and then he does a nice little run with the counter, but it just gets totally stuffed. I don't know why people use counters. They don't seem effective to me. I really haven't seen anybody abuse them, so they're just dead in this game. So once again, back to the cover 3 blitz, the safety blitz, and right here he throws a guy off to the edge, and I don't think he doesn't get anything. He hits the sideline. So I'm going to go ahead and dial up once again another blitz. I got a blitz coming off the edge right there. His line picks it up, but he gets sacked off to the right hand side, and like most noobs and just people that just don't play smart, he no huddles on a 4th and 6. I dial up pressure on both sides of the field and try to take away the middle route, and I get a double edge pressure off there. So now I'm up 14-0. We're at the end of the third quarter. I'm thinking right now I'm in field goal range, so I'm going to go ahead and run the ball as much as possible, go up by 3 possessions, put this guy out of his misery, and just go ahead and get my victory so I can qualify for weekend league. So I jump into the tight slots formation just because this is a really good formation to go ahead and close out games, because it forces them to protect against the run. 3rd and 7 type of situation, I go ahead and jump into a pass play, which is the halfback wheel. Take Clark, put him on a drag, and just look underneath for Clark as my first read. And as you can see, he's just cleared out all the defenders because he actually came with a really aggressive blitz because they have to stop the run. Back once again and watching the clock tick down to 3.5 minutes right here. Going ahead and just going to run with a pitch and motion my guys over. Actually, jumped into a halfback dive, and you can see Thomas just falls on his back. It just looks kind of awkward. 2nd and goal, clock is ticking down. I want to go and take this down to maybe about the 2-minute warning. And right here, I jump into the pitch play again, and his defender actually came out and just cleaned it up. So it was good defense by him. I wanted to motion my guy over, but I also didn't want to give a tell just so I can to protect myself against any kind of a run play. So right here, look underneath. I got a couple defenders underneath, and I look on the backside. Got away with one right there. I actually kind of forced that ball in there, but I'm going to go ahead and settle for the points right here. Go up by 3 points, 17-0, with less than 3 minutes left in the 4th quarter. So I started dialing up. He started coming out in wide sets. Started dialing up basically the blitz out of the dollar because he just really wasn't having any kind of a defense to stop it. So he's in gun bunch right here. Once again, dialing up the blitz, trying to take away some of his initial reads. He actually makes a fairly good read, but the pressure comes off the edge, and I sack him for a huge loss. So 3rd and 25. This type of situation, I think I did pressure on both sides. Try to go ahead and take off his roll off, and right there I get him in a 4th down at 31, and this guy just goes ahead and no huddles. What is he trying to prove, man? You got to get some kind of a play right here. So I jump into cover 3 shell. I try to back my guys off and play the long ball, and it was just a bad decision on the plays right there. There was nobody with depth except for that one player, and that was it. He decided to quit out. So basically went 3-0 in the weekend league qualifier. Hopefully I'll be able to play some weekend league. Once again, to my subscribers, thanks for your support, guys. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys learned from this game, and until next time.